news with Larnna on Orlando's Real Talk, the station you wake up to for breaking news first. Orlando's Real News Talk powerhouse, the big 8:10 a.m. WEUS, Central Florida's home for news, weather, and traffic.
Good morning. Today is Monday, May 17, 2010. Our top story this morning, the Space Shuttle Atlantis crew is preparing for the first spacewalk of the mission scheduled for this morning. The shuttle arrived at the International Space Station yesterday morning, just 2 days after its final launch Friday. Before docking, the shuttle performed its traditional backflip, so astronauts were able to examine the underside of the shuttle for any damage it may have sustained during the launch. A United Airlines flight made an emergency landing last night. The flight landed at Dulles International Airport. Passenger Phil Lobel said he smelled an electrical burning smell about 30 minutes into the flight. Lobel said he saw flight attendants going over emergency instructions with passengers seated in exit rows and a fire extinguisher being carried to the cockpit. The plane landed within about 20 minutes, and all 105 passengers and 7 crew members got off safely. Coming up next, find out what was lurking in a lake. Top national news, BP's latest attempt to stop the oil leak beneath the Gulf of Mexico is using a mile-long tube to funnel some oil to the surface. Engineers have successfully inserted the pipe, and although it isn't collecting all of the leaking oil, BP says the tool is an important step in reducing the amount of oil being released into Gulf waters. BP is also drilling a relief well that is considered to be the permanent solution to stopping the oil leak. The relief well is about halfway done and still months away from being fully completed. A school district in Rhode Island has reached an agreement with the union to rehire all of the teachers that were fired from a struggling school when promoting accountability. The transformation plan for Central Falls High School for the upcoming school year include allowing 87 teachers, guidance counselors, librarians, and other staffers to return without having to reapply, longer school days, more after-school tutoring, and other changes. Details of the agreement are to be released today after a ratification vote by Central Falls teachers. What was lurking in a lake? A man was rushed to the hospital after being attacked by an alligator. Doug McCard was swimming in Lake Mary Jane at Moss Park yesterday morning when he was bitten in the chest by an 8-foot-long gator. Witnesses say McCard was able to break free and get back to the shore. McCard was then taken to the hospital where he is currently recovering. A trapper was called to the lake to capture the gator. McCard said he was training for an Ironman competition this summer and swims in the lake every weekend. In sports, the Magic were defeated by the Boston Celtics yesterday. Vince Carter had 23 points and Jameer Nelson posted 20 points. Dwight Howard scored 13 points and had 12 rebounds, but it wasn't enough. The final score was 92-88. Game 2 in the best-of-7 series is tomorrow night at the Amway Arena. Now Glenn Richards has Orlando's most accurate weather. Thanks, Glenn. And now Orlando's best traffic with Brenda Matthews. Thanks, Brenda. I'm Larnna, and that's your news, weather, and traffic on Momentum Radio on the big 8:10 a.m. Orlando's Real News Talk powerhouse.